Hi. The word for this week is the word provision. I want us to read Genesis chapter 22, verse 13. The Bible says, Then Abraham lifted his eyes and looked, and there behind him was a ram caught in a thicket by its horns. So Abraham went and took the ram and offered it up for a burnt offering instead of his son. And Abraham called the name of the place, The Lord will provide, as it is this day. In the mount of the Lord it shall be provided. I want you to know that there is no assignment, there is nothing that God has asked you to do that He has not made available the resources. That means you don't have to walk in lack concerning anything that you have to do. I come to discover that the reason a lot of time believers and people struggle for resources is not because God is withholding anything. It's because their vision is small. Now, the word provision comes from two words. It comes from the word pro and the word vision. Pro means before. Vision means to see. In our text where we read today, the Bible says Abraham lifted up his eyes and he saw. The first thing I want you to know is that in verse 8, when they were at the foot of the mountain, Isaac asked Abraham, I can see the wood, but I can't see the sacrifice. Abraham said, the Lord will provide himself a lamb. That means the first thing you need to see is that God is a provider. But when you say God is a provider, what does that mean? You're saying that He is a God who has gone ahead and He has seen and He has made available. So there is no need that ever arises in the life of a man that God has not already gone ahead to make provision for. And this is exactly what happened. Now, how was Abraham able to access the provision of God? His vision. Do you know Scripture tells us that when Abraham lifted his hand up to kill Isaac, God said to him, now I know that you fear me, but this is the thing I want you to see. He said, Abraham, now look behind you. There is a ram caught in the thicket. What does that infer? That while Abraham passed, the ram was already there, but Abraham could not see it. He needed a word from God that opened up his eyes to see, because Scripture tells us in verse 13 that he looked and he saw. That means every time we allow our vision to be aligned with what God is saying, or God brings a word and a vision comes, one of the things that happens is that we have a revelation, or our eyes are open to see what God has already made available. So most times it's not about you praying that God should send more resources. It's about you asking God to open your eyes. If your vision grows, provision will meet with the vision that you've seen. Because Jehovah Jireh is not the name of God. Jehovah Jireh is the name of a place in God, a place of revelation. Last week I spoke to you about enlarging your vision. I'm saying to you this week, have a vision that is aligned with God. When you see what God sees, you will see that He has already gone ahead and made provision. There is no need to walk in lack. See that God has made mighty resources available for you this year. Provision means God has gone ahead and He has made available. Your week will be filled with your eyes open to see all that God has made available to you. My name is Pastor Arome Tokula, and it's a joy to be able to speak a word into your life. Do have a great week. You're blessed and highly favored. Amen.